this today lecture, we go to see about the transient response of RLC parallel circuit with step current input. So this is a typical RLC parallel circuit with the current source of I into U of t. The voltage across the element is taken as U of t, and I apply KCL at this node, and also I take the initial conditions are 0. That means the voltage across the initial voltage across the capacitor is taken as 0, and also the initial current through the inductor is also taken as 0. So now I apply the KCL at this node A, which result looks like this. So V of t divided by R plus C into dV divided by dt plus 1 by L into integral of V of t into dt, which is equal to I into U of t. If you take the Laplace transform, it looks like this. Okay, so here you take V of s outside, okay, and you do some modifications and you take the other terms to the RHS. Okay, you take VFS outside and then you move this term to the RHS, and the resultant equation looks like this. Okay, so in the denominator this is in the form of a quadratic equation. So now we find the roots of this quadratic equation. Okay, so we know that to find out the roots for the quadratic equation, we know the formula minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Substitute the values of a, b, c. So this is the value of the roots s1 and s2. s1 equal to minus 1 divided by 2 rc plus square root of 1 divided by 4 r square c square minus 1 by lc, and s2 so on. Okay, so now you substitute these values, and from this equation I take that this 1 by 2 RC is taken as zeta omega, and 1 by root LC is taken as omega naught, and 1 divided by 2r into square root of L by C is taken as zeta, which is called damping ratio. So from these three values I rewrite the roots S1 and S2 will be looks like this. Okay, therefore S1, which is equal to minus zeta omega naught plus omega naught into square root of zeta square minus 1, and S2 equal to minus zeta into omega naught minus omega naught into square root of zeta square minus 1. So from this equation only this should be right. So simple mathematical simplification, just you do it your own. So now you substitute this value s1 and s2, okay, from to the voltage equation, and you take the partial fraction in order to find the value of a and b. So here s is replaced by s1, and similarly s is replaced by s2 in order to get the value of a and b. Okay, if you substitute those values, so this is the value of a1. Okay, s1 minus s2 is nothing but around 2 omega naught into square root of zeta square minus 1. Similarly for b it is the same thing, the only negative sign is present, so just you simplify it your own. Okay, so here substitute this value of a and b in the voltage equation V of s. So this is the value. If you take the inverse Laplace transform for this equation, so we get the value of V of t. Here it is the format of 1 by s minus a, and it is 1 by s minus b. If you take the inverse Laplace transform, it should be equal to e power plus s1 of t. Here it is e power plus s2 of t. Other terms will be same thing. Okay, so here for the roots s1 and s2, it depends upon the value of RLC. Okay, so depending upon this RLC values, okay, so and you substitute the values of s1 and s2. Okay, so this is the equation. So depending upon this RLC value, there are three types of condition will exist in the parallel RLC circuit. It depends upon the values of R and C. If my omega naught, okay, so 1 by 2 RC is greater than 1 divided by square root of LC, then it should be under overdamped condition. If 1 by 2 RC is less than 1 by square root of LC, which is called underdamped condition. Here 1 by 2 RC which is equal to 1 by root LC. That means the circuit will under critical damped condition. Here 1 by square root of LC is nothing but my omega naught. Okay, and 1 by 2 RC is nothing but, once again, yes, this 1 by 2 RC is nothing but zeta into omega naught. Okay, so depending upon this condition, there are three types of damping will exist. It may be overdamped or underdamped or critically damped. These are the corresponding waveforms of the RLC parallel circuit for the voltage response. So first of all, we go to see about the overdamped condition. Okay, so here in the overdamped condition, I take zeta is greater than 1 or the quality factor Q is less than 1 by 2. So these are the similar condition we see in the series RLC circuit. So some modifications will be there, that's all. Okay, so we know that the quality factor Q equal to 1 divided by omega into R into C, and omega naught which is equal to 1 by square root of LC. Okay, now you substitute these values. So under this condition, this is the general expression. So this term is taken as positive 1. Here this zeta square, sorry, this the term, it should be, for overdamped condition it should be greater than 1, so the term should be has a positive value. Okay, now you simplify this equation, so it is in the format of e power x minus e power minus x. Okay, and 2 is present here, so this term, okay, is replaced by sin h. We know that e power x minus e power minus x divided by 2 is replaced by sin h of x, and similarly e power x plus e power minus x divided by 2 is replaced by cos h x. So we know the formula. So from this formula I rewrite this equation. Okay, and this is the corresponding graph for the overdamped condition. Okay, this is the graph for overdamped condition. And for the critically damped condition, I take zeta equal to 1. That means 1 by 2 RC, which is equal to 1 divided by square root of LC, and the quality factor Q equal to 1 by 2. Now you substitute in the previous equation. We know that the quadratic equation of the second order system is equal to s square plus 2 zeta omega s plus omega naught square. Okay, here zeta is taken as 1. So this equation is replaced by, this is in the format of a square plus 2ab plus b square. So it is replaced by a plus b the whole square. So it is replaced by s plus omega naught the whole square. Okay, if you take the inverse Laplace transform, it looks like the value of t into e power minus omega naught t, which is explained in the previous lectures. Just go through it. So this is the inverse Laplace transform of the voltage equation, and the corresponding graph for the critical damped condition is looks like this. Okay, the last condition we go to see about the underdamped condition. Here the zeta value is less than 1 and the quality factor is greater than 1 by 2. So here if the zeta value is less than 1, the whole term should give the value of negative 1. So if I take the negative value from the square root, it produces j. Okay, so I rewrite this equation as I put j outside, and the square root of zeta square minus 1 is replaced by 1 minus zeta square. So I put some modifications. Okay, that's all. So now from this equation, so we know that, so this is in the format of, okay, so this is in the format here also. And one more thing, here zeta square minus 1 is present. If I change to 1 minus zeta square, here j is also present. Okay, so this j is present here. So it is in the format of e power j theta minus e power minus j theta divided by 2j, which is replaced by sin theta. Here theta is nothing but omega naught into square root of 1 minus zeta square. So this is the corresponding final value of the underdamped condition in the parallel RLC circuit, and the corresponding response of the underdamped condition is looks like this. So up to this I conclude my session. If you have any queries, post in my comment section. Thank you.